Good evening, meteorologist Zach Gilday here for this Saturday evening edition update. It is 11:21 here for this live updates. We had a newscast at 10, so if you missed that, you are in luck. I'm going to take a deep dive into all this active weather that is coming. The forecast, I tell you, is very tricky. We have multiple chances for wintry precipitation, anything from freezing rain to sleet to maybe even snow. So it's going to be quite the trick to get everything right. We're talking ice totals, snow totals, multiple days, multiple systems. It's a whole lot. And tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. And any Chiefs fans in there, Eagles fans, feel free to leave a comment. I do think tomorrow we could see our first round of wintry precipitation. Now, the impacts for tomorrow look pretty small, but tomorrow we could see some of that tomorrow morning. Headlines latest on the winter weather. Icing concerns still remain for next week. Now, was anybody out earlier this morning? Because it was very nice. Check out the highs for the day. Fayetteville, it was 67 degrees. Fort Smith was 71. If you slept in, you did not enjoy this nice weather because we had a cold front that did move in, and that did cool us down in a big way. So here is a look back at what it was. Let me even go back even further. Check out 10 a.m. this morning. Fayetteville was 67. Well, a lot of Chiefs fans here. Let's go Chiefs. Davin, go Chiefs. Edward is a Lions fan, so he wants the Eagles to win it all. Okay, yeah, so here's a serious question. Do you think flights will be affected Monday through Wednesday? Yes, I do. Now, the question is, will your flight be affected? When exactly is your flight, Taylor? And or if you have family or friends flying, because we have a chance of winter weather. I really think Monday evening through Tuesday morning, and then once again Tuesday overnight into Wednesday morning. I think that could be an issue. But check out this morning, Fayetteville 67 at 10 a.m. Fort Smith 58 degrees. Now, for me, I actually did not get out and enjoy this nice weather. I was sleeping in, taking it easy this morning, but it was quite nice. But then we had the cold front move in, and this is what happened. 40s a couple hours later, 49 at 1 p.m. And then during the afternoon, mid 40s, got down to the 30s, and it's clear. Let's look at a few cameras. Let's see what it looks like from our. Let me get standby. Harrison Gaither Mountain, we can see stars. Huntsville, is that working well on this? I don't think so. But Lincoln, we can see stars. Let's see what else we got. Garfield, Posey Mountain, we can see stars again. So my point is, we got clear skies, light breeze. Tonight is going to be getting cold. I do think that we should be getting down into the below freezing range, and we have some energy moving in tomorrow morning, and that could be just enough to squeeze out maybe a little bit of light freezing rain. So here's what I mean here. It's a battle between the mild air and the cold air. Check out Kansas City, 24, Shreveport, 73. Anybody want to take a guess on how cold it is up in the northern plains? It's probably close to 0. Let me get a wider view and show you that. Anybody want to guess, though? Let me load it up. Stand by. Went out at today at noon and it was 73. 30 minutes later, it was cold. That was a cold front. The groundhog. Does anybody want Phil to make an appearance? He's right over there. We got him in timeout because he has not been very nice to us. Is Michigan 10 degrees? Well, let's find out. Seven in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we don't have any sites up there in Michigan, but I would imagine so. -10 in North Dakota. It's a good guess. Let me plot some. Stand by. I can do a couple of plots here. Can do a couple of plots. See if I can do that. All right. Stand by. Oop. Nope. Green Bay, Wisconsin. There are no sites. There are no METAR sites in Michigan. METAR National. Lansing. And let's look at northern North Dakota. So we got Lansing is 23 and northern North Dakota is -4 degrees. So it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. Here's a cold front. It's to our south, so that's why it's cold. And that's why it's clearing. Zooming in, definitely seeing the clearing. And here's a future track. Well, no, it's not. That's actually a Rogers view. People out and about on I-49. Let's see what the temperature is right now in Rogers. 34 degrees. Dew point is at 30. Northeast wind, 8 miles per hour. Posey Mountain, clear skies across the area. We're seeing some lower 30s. Rogers is the coldest area right now. And here is a computer model showing some cloud cover increasing tomorrow morning. Here is daybreak on your Sunday morning. So if you have chances for, if you have plans to go to church, to go to do some Super Bowl snack shopping, I do think we could see some issues here Sunday morning. Now, the issues will be isolated and limited and probably minor, but the higher terrain areas of the Boston, the Ozark Mountains, counties like Boone, Newton, Carroll, Madison, I think that the higher terrains, we could see a little glaze of ice on the elevated areas, overpasses, bridges. That could be an issue for tomorrow morning. But notice how we clear out and we do warm up to the 40s. So by the evening, it should be good for a Super Bowl Sunday. But first thing in the morning, maybe briefly, there could be an issue. So tomorrow, minor, but it's worth noting. And actually, Josh Rugger will be in here tomorrow morning because there's a Super Bowl special on the Fox 24, and he will be in to update everybody on TV and probably on social media too. So have the ice chances been lowered? Well, that's a good question, Teddy. For Monday nights, I think they have a little bit. For my confidence in major impacts for Monday night isn't as high as it was, but I still think that we definitely have to watch it. Okay. So how much winter mix are we getting for Northwest Arkansas from Monday through Wednesday? It's $1 million question. Let me just answer that right now by showing you a few models. Before I even show you a future track, let me just show you some totals because why not? It's Saturday night. Let's just go for it. Ice and snow totals from the GFS American model. Here's through Monday, 7 p.m. So already starting to see potentially some minor ice accumulation in northwest Arkansas. But again, mainly just in the higher terrain areas of the Boston Mountains and the Ozark Mountains too. As we go into Tuesday morning, if this happens, that's trouble. Quarter inch of ice, maybe up to a half inch of ice, some snow on top of that. Notice how it's just for northwest Arkansas. If that happens, that could be an issue. Definitely. And then Wednesday, more wintry precipitation. Now the European paints a different picture. Here's through Tuesday morning. Pretty much nothing. It has us being too warm. And then here's Wednesday morning. That could be an issue. So I tend to believe the European model with this Wednesday deal because the cold air will already be there. So I do think the best chance for winter weather impacts looks to be Wednesday morning. But that being said, we could potentially see impacts Monday night into Tuesday morning. So I hope that answered the question. No problem. I'll check it. The Wolverine State. I didn't know it was called that. Dwayne's watching in Harrison. Harrison. Here's Gaither Mountain in Harrison. Clear skies. It's cooling down. It is getting cold. And Harrison's one of those areas where tomorrow morning in the higher terrain areas, I do think there could be some light icing. It's clear now, it's cooling down. By tomorrow morning, it's definitely going to be below freezing. Yeah, I see what I see what you're looking at, and I see your point. But let me load up this here. So looking at the European model, you are 100% correct. Monday, it just looks like rain. And Tuesday morning, the snow is well north of us. But the European model has a warm bias, in my opinion. And I do think is keeping us a little bit too warm. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some freezing rain, some sleet, some snow for the Monday night, Tuesday timeframe. And then here's when the cold air will be here. It will be in place. This is game on for Winter Weather Wednesday. Which map is the most accurate? That is a good question. I kind of am going with the GFS here. The Michigan Wolverines. Yep. Makes sense. Okay, Colby is asking odds of schools being delayed or canceled for one of those days, high or low? Well, I would say Wednesday, high, especially in northwest Arkansas. But the River Valley seems to just be rain. So Brenda is in Bella Vista. Here's our Cooper Elementary camera. It's not quite the same quality as the other cameras that I just showed, so you can't really see the stars. Chris is asking, how badly will it get on Wednesday in Fort Smith? You know, Fort Smith, there's Miss Laura's, and there's Public Library. See, Fort Smith, I think is mainly going to be rain. So I'm really not too worried about the River Valley here. I think it's mainly northwest Arkansas for the winter weather. Yep, let's do that. Let's show the future track radar. So that's the European model. But here's the GFS model. Here's Monday, 6 p.m. That's freezing rain, that's sleet, and maybe a little bit of snow moving in for Tuesday morning. If that happens, schools closed, the roads are in horrendous conditions for Tuesday morning. And even throughout the day. See, look at this model. Tuesday, 4 p.m., still snowing. Wednesday morning, another round of snow. So the potential for this to be bad is definitely still there. How are the winds looking Wednesday? Just a little bit of ice with the winds can be bad. Winds, not too bad. Not looking too bad because there really is no big system. It's just the subtle energy in this southwest flow, but the small things can make the big things happen. And let me show you what I mean. How bad is the ice from Monday to Wednesday? Like, is it going to be? Yeah, I see your question. See, everything is up in the air. All right, nothing is set in stone. First of all, we're still at 4 days out from Wednesday, right? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or yeah, three full days. Then fourth day, you're on Wednesday. But let me show you what I mean. So we had that cold Arctic air at the surface. We had this relatively warmer southwest flow aloft, and this map right here. Now, this is not precipitation. This is the spin, the vorticity, the energy in the atmosphere. Now, the colors, that is the energy, that is the spin, and if those move overhead, that will serve as the focus for the precipitation. And look at all the subtle energy moving in for Monday. Tuesday, all this subtle energy. Wednesday, now this is a system. That is a stronger system. The cold air will be there with a stronger system for Wednesday. That's why I think Wednesday will have the best chance for the winter weather. But Thursday, still in that southwest flow. I think by the weekend with this deal, I think that will be too warm. Let me go back. I think that will be too warm. That system. But just the subtle energy, the models are not doing it well, and it's the Baja Blast, the southwest flow, the energy coming in from the Baja region. The models will not do a good job with it. We've got an 8-ball request. Now, the 8-ball, we bring it out when we have questions because the 8-ball answers questions. And the 8-ball does a pretty good job. Does anybody else want the 8-ball? I think the 8-ball is actually a good idea. By Thursday, yeah, I do think the sun will come out Thursday. And then we should see melting. But, I mean, we could get a couple inches of snow, too. So, maybe not, Brendan. But by the weekend, done. Done. Here's the weekend. Back in the 50s. Yeah, so Wednesday, I still think most of the ice will be north of the area. Now, if the cold air is stronger and it wins out, then it could be a deal. So, like, we saw the European model. It showed rain for Northwest Arkansas. I wouldn't be surprised if it was freezing rain for Northwest Arkansas. And the European and GFS showed rain for the River Valley on Wednesday. I wouldn't be surprised if that turned out to be freezing rain in Northwest Arkansas with snow. It's a possibility, but it's not likely, but it could happen. And if that happens, it's game on for the whole coverage area. We are talking about both, but mainly ice. See, River Valley, I put mostly rain. But notice how Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, we get down to around freezing. That could be that could be a deal. Neither. Can I say neither, Edward? I hate ice. I do not want to deal with ice. I actually like snow. You know, a nice snow that won't cause any road impacts. Okay, Erica's just joining in. How bad will it get Wednesday? What time will it start? Well, we have multiple chances for the winter weather. We have one. If you're talking about Northwest Arkansas, we have one Monday into Tuesday. That could spell trouble, but in my opinion, I think the best chance for winter weather impacts looks to be Wednesday morning. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Phil's in timeout. We have him back there in the corner. If you guys want him to pop out, I can bring him out. But he's just going to be bragging and just talking smack, and I don't want to hear it right now. Yes, there's a European. Pretty much all rain for Benton and Washington counties. Yeah, it's just a hashtag good luck. Thanks. It's just a tough forecast, Ryan. We have this stubborn Arctic air at the surface. It's a couple degrees. If it's a degree or two warmer, we could have freezing rain everywhere. If it's a degree or two colder, was what I meant to say. If it's a degree or two warmer, then it could just be all rain. And the European model usually has a warm bias. All right, I'm seeing the 8 ball. All right, stand by. Stand by. Let me get a current conditions map up. All right, give me the 8 ball. All right, I've got the 8 ball. Ask if there's no school. All right, so I will ask it, will there be a school cancellation next week? All right. 8 ball, will there be a school cancellation next week? Oh boy. It says without a doubt. So there it is. Yeah, Bentonville would be one of those areas where there will be schools being closed if we got this freezing rain. Who do I have for the Super Bowl? Is the question. Um, I probably say the Eagles, but I mean, see, the thing about the Super Bowl is why it's a very special game, in my opinion. You know, it's not like a regular season game, even a playoff game, because you have every player out there on the field, and for every second they're on the field, they are giving it 110% everything they got, every single snap. It is the highest quality of football you were ever going to see. And they're all pros. So it's anyone's game tomorrow. It's anyone's game. And that's why I like the Super Bowl so much. But I'll be working, so but I'll still be able to watch it. It'll be on in the background and all that good stuff. Okay. Yeah. All right. How about let's ask it Monday nights. will we see winter weather? Monday nights into Tuesday morning, will we see winter precipitation? It says most likely. All right. Let's ask you about Wednesday. Wednesday morning, will we see winter precipitation? It says yes. The eight ball has spoken. So there it is. Phil, I hear him back there in the corner. Punxsutawney Phil, I hear him laughing. Do not want to hear it. If we do get ice. No, I think by Friday it should be good. Okay, Joanne, I see your comment about Gravit for Wednesday morning. Yeah, see, that's one of the areas where it could be bad. So, all right, it's Saturday evening. We'll be doing updates tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday. I'll be in tomorrow evening. I'll do another update. Josh Rugger might do one tomorrow. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is going to be on this like it's no one's business. And we'll be sending updates, alerts, and everything you have to know. Because it's the ever changing forecast. It really is. What do I think is going to happen, Kenzie? I think Monday, my what am I trying to say? Been a long day. My concerns about Monday are less than what they were on Friday, but they're still there. So the European model shows all rain, but I think that might be a bit too warm. Let's look at a different model. How about that? How about the NAM? We got some short range models that go till Monday. Let's look at those. Is it possible for both teams to lose the Super Bowl? Want to ask the 8 ball? Can both teams lose the Super Bowl? The 8 ball says yes. Well, there's your answer. Yeah, Newton County is one of those areas where I'm concerned about. The higher terrain areas, Boone, Newton County, Carroll, Madison County, those areas might see a light glaze of ice tomorrow morning, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe some more ice. Let's look at a model. Does the ice start Monday morning or later in the evening, closer to Tuesday? So let's look at a shorter range model. Let me load up. You load up the graph model. Here, all right, here's a shorter range model. Let's see how it does. Get rid of this. Here's tomorrow morning. It's not showing much for tomorrow morning. Here's Monday. Monday daybreak. It's dry. Here, oh, look at this. See, it's showing the potential for freezing rain in the River Valley here. Here's 5 p.m. See that changeover? Yeah, see it mainly in Boone, Newton County. That's not good. That's not good. And this model is usually too quick on the exit of the precipitation. So that's one shorter range model. See, that would not be good for Monday night into Tuesday morning. So Monday evening, Kenzie, we could start to see some of that ice. Let's look at the North American model. A little bit less, but that Tuesday. Yeah, so those two short range models do not paint a good picture for Monday. All right. Will the Lions win Super Bowl 60? Yes, definitely. All right. So Lions, they're due. All right. Will we see tornadoes this spring? My reply is no. But that's far out the eight ball. I'm not sure if the power of the eight ball can see that far. Maybe it can. All right, let me get caught up here. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon, evening should be good. It's the early morning. It's like daybreak to 9, 10 a.m. It could be some icing, but very isolated impacts. I mean, before you leave, I'd check on the radar, just see if it's doing anything. But I really don't think it's going to be that bad of a deal for Monday morning. And we just saw actually the NAM model took out the ice. So Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff is watching. All right, better step my game up then. All right, can you ask the eight ball if the storm will over predict? All right, are the models over predicting the winter weather potential? Come on. My sources say no, so they're not overdoing it. Are they underdoing it? Maybe. Oh, I see your correction. Will overperform. Oh, all right, yeah. All right, will the storm overperform? Ask again later. All right, fair enough. The eight ball is not bad, Brendan. Eight ball is not bad. The 18th, February. It's 10 days out. Let's look at something over here. Could be some energy moving in, but see, forecasting this far out is really, really hard. It's really, especially doing it this way, looking at this model, this will change. This will look totally different 5 days from now. So it's just all up in the air. But I can maybe get you an idea of what the Climate Prediction Center is thinking. Let me load up the precipitation outlook. So kind of in a transition period, there's the same amount of probability of having more than normal precipitation as there is under. Say that. Temperature wise, maybe colder than normal. So with that energy coming in, maybe some winter weather. Yeah, Phil is back there in the corner as where he is. He's been talking smack about his 6 more weeks to winter, and if anybody wants to see Phil, just chime in. He might have to make an appearance, just to rub it in a little bit. When will we see winter watches and warnings? I think we'll start to see those tomorrow for definitely in southern Missouri. They'll probably see some of those, and for us, I mean, for Wednesday, they'll probably issue one for southern Missouri, 2 a.m. Monday morning. Here's a good question: do you guys stay at the station in bad weather? I'm not staying here. No, I live close enough that I can just walk. But but yeah, I think people do if it gets really bad. Are you going back to the Super Bowl? Yeah, yeah. They go into overtime. 8 Ball is making some bold calls. We'll see if it's right. It's usually right. Is Iceland snow bad? Is that a serious question? Are we about to look at some Iceland weather? I don't know about Iceland. That's way out there. Um, okay, so you go to school in Springdale, get out around then. Well, um, yeah. See, you don't want to be out driving in this. Just not a good idea. It's not a good idea at all. And here's why it's so tricky with the precipitation types. It's really a battle between the warmer air, well, the relatively warmer air, and the cold air. And that's blue line you see there. That is the 850 freezing line. So if you're north of that, good bet that it will be snow. But if you're near it, could see that freezing rain, sleet, maybe snow, rain to our south. Now, see that line coming in Wednesday. That's why, in my opinion, Wednesday will be the day to watch. And a couple degrees could make the difference between this being a major impact event to a minor impact event. No, that was you were probably talking about the European model. Yeah, European model. I think it has a warm bias. I think it's keeping it a little bit too warm for that. Dan is saying, I'll be the first to admit I was surprised about how much it warmed today with a cloudy sky overnight. Yeah, it didn't cool. Clouds kept the warm air in. Forecast. Yeah, the computer models. They've been good temperature wise past couple days. Yeah, 60s and 70s this morning. That was crazy. Jamming, will there be school on Monday? Well, I think the 8 Ball said that there would be some freezing rain for Monday evening. So yeah, Monday or yeah, Monday morning is fine. Question is Monday evening. Now the Monday evening commute home, potentially that could be an issue. Let's go look at the GFS model. That's 7 p.m. That's 4 p.m. The pink as freezing precipitation. And I just showed the graph model, which I don't like what it's doing. I think it has it coming in too early. I think it's coming in just all odd and too far east. But here's Monday, 6 p.m. That's not good. Nope. That was a while ago. Us hope I'm not still sore from doing those push-ups. And I hope we're not doing more push-ups live for being wrong. All right, you're going to Seattle in April. All right, 2 months away. What does the Euro model say the weather will be like? European model isn't going to be going out that far, sadly. So the European model doesn't know. Doesn't know. Okay, you're going to Van Buren. Yeah, if the weather will be bad, we'll be back on here by then to give you an update, Diana. Yeah, Phil's over there. I hear him right now. He's just where is he? He's gonna be quiet. I was right about the weather. Winter weather's coming in. He's just over there just talking smack. Just I'm trying to do the forecast over here, trying to crunch numbers, and Phil just keeps talking about winter being extended for 6 weeks. It's like, man, just be quiet. Okay, so Bella Vista, yeah, yeah. Bella Vista is in the area where I do think there will be some winter weather. Um, yeah, all right. Here is the GFS model. So here's through the morning on Monday. Looks good. Looks good, but going into the afternoon, evening hours, here's overnight. If that happens, that's not good. Harrison, Jasper, Eureka Springs, Huntsville. Now, Benton and Washington County don't look all that bad, but this could change. Then maybe a little bit of snow on top of the ice for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, GFS isn't as intense as the European model is. You see the European for Wednesday. See, European from Monday to Tuesday, pretty much nothing. It just keeps us too warm. But the into Wednesday morning, that could be a deal. Yeah, and the European model is biased too to being warm. Is it really past midnight? It's 12:05. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Good morning. I'm not ready for it to be morning yet. Can we just still call it night? Jamie doesn't. Jamie doesn't trust the GFS model. What model do you trust? 2 nights in a row. Are we going to be going for 3 nights tomorrow, and then 4 on Monday, and then 5 on Tuesday? Maybe. It is 12 a.m. Edward wants more push-ups. Yeah, Phil is just over there just talking. Yeah, he just comes out of his burrow and he says 6 more weeks to winter, and he just goes back to bed. And who do you think? Who do you think he is? Oh, okay. Monday morning driver's test at 10 a.m. Man, that takes me back. Driver's test. Yeah, I think it should be good. 10 a.m. Monday morning. I hope they do well. But Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. That could be a different story. Um, all right. Think I'm all caught up with the questions. Yeah. So 12:07 a.m. Now here's the deal. Josh Rugger will be in here tomorrow morning because they have a Super Bowl special, and he'll be able to update you on the weather. Um, so that's good because we do have that potential for icing tomorrow morning early. Now, just mainly in the higher terrain areas, and most areas should be good. Um, okay, yeah, all right. So Donna had to go outside. It's cold out there. Did I miss the deer area in Newton County forecast? Um, nope. I can go over it again. Well, you see Newton County, you see the ice. So tomorrow morning, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some frozen precipitation during the morning hours, but very minimal impacts, and we can see it up there in the Newton County area. And then during the afternoon, fine. Maybe some clearing. Then we get into the meat and potatoes of the forecast here. Yeah, so we got Monday 4 p.m. freezing rain, and then we got Tuesday morning freezing rain. It's just a model, but if this happens, that's trouble. Tuesday into Wednesday, another round of winter weather, and Newton County is in the path of all this. Snow with a high around 70. What are you talking about? that would be wild. Okay, Tuesday 9 a.m. Questionable, depending on where you are, Renee. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, there could be some icing issues. River Valley should be good. It's all up in the air. Severe weather can happen anytime, any seconds, but not right now or not tomorrow. But you severe weather season is for us March to June 1st, but it can happen any time of the year. All right, 8 ball is still out. Will there be widespread power outages with this winter weather? My reply is no. So that would be good news. Bella Vista, same deal. It's just we're in the area. Whoa, look at that. That is a profile picture of a wolf. Doesn't look too happy. Um, yeah. So Bella Vista area, Monday night, Tuesday morning, that could be an issue. And then I really think Wednesday morning is the time frame that we have the highest chance of seeing the winter weather. Okay, so you are in Northwest Arkansas. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye on the radar, and we'll keep you updated. So, there's a lot of people on. Again, the reason why I'm doing this Facebook Live and the reason why I did it last night is because we have winter weather is back in the forecast, and we have multiple rounds of the potential. So we got first one, camera's lagging. Come on, camera's getting tired. First chance tomorrow morning. Again, high elevation areas of Boston, Ozark Mountains, Boone, Newton County, Carroll, Madison County. Maybe a light glaze of ice on the overpasses, bridges, elevated surfaces. Not too worried, not too concerned about that, but worth watching. Monday night into Tuesday morning, that's when we could see some better ice potential. And there's still a question about how warm will it be. So here's the European model. Is keeping us all rain. I think that might be too warm. So I think we could see some frozen precipitation. And then another round looks to move in Wednesday. I think Wednesday morning has the best chance for the winter weather. But the GFS shows trouble from Monday evening into Tuesday morning. No, I really think it's looking like a freezing rain sleet deal. But again, it's just a couple degrees. If it's a degree or two cooler, could be totally different. If it's a degree or two warmer, it could be just rain. Yeah, so been going for about 55 minutes. If anybody has any questions last minute, I'll definitely like to answer it, but I think I'm all caught up. It's late. It's Saturday. Let's show the 7 day. And yeah, GFS model. Yeah, in my opinion, I think the GFS model is handling this colder weather a little bit better. 7 day forecast, or before the 7 day forecast, let's look at current conditions. Let's see how cold it is right now. 35 in Rogers, Fayetteville 38. So still above freezing. But I think by tomorrow morning, we should be below freezing. Oh, all right, Rachel. I see your comment. You missed the entire thing. Ask me a question, and I will answer it. Been watching all night. Yeah. So yeah, we've been going for about an hour. Yeah. Do you have the Weather Authority app? Because I actually did not send a push alert tonight, but I will send a push alert tomorrow. So we got winter weather, multiple rounds. First one tomorrow morning. But very minimal isolated impacts, mainly for the Harrison. All right, yeah. So the Harrison area. Well, that could see Harrison. We're seeing clear skies right now. Is getting cold, and I think by tomorrow morning, I think it will be below freezing. So very small window where we could see some wintry precipitation in the Northwest Arkansas area. The impacts look minimal, mainly the higher terrain areas, but Harrison area, you could see that early first thing tomorrow. But then by the afternoon, I do think we warm up to the 40s and it should be good. But a different story will be seen for the work week. Monday nights through 7 p.m. So even maybe as early as 5 p.m., we could start to see impacts from the ice. Into Tuesday morning, that could be trouble. And then we got Wednesday morning, that could be trouble. I think Wednesday has the best chance of having the winter weather. So let's throw up the 7 day. See, tomorrow, 27 degrees. I think cloud cover will begin to increase later on tonight. And wake up time, we could see some of that light freezing drizzle, freezing rain. Ice and snow possible pretty much all the way through Wednesday. And then we should be drying out Thursday, Friday. Weekend, warmer, upper 50s, maybe even the 60s. I want that. And I do think that that looks to be all liquid precipitation. For the weekend. So I think I'm going to sign off. Been nearly 1 hour. Super Bowl Sunday is today, and this morning Josh Rugger will be with Josh Pineda doing a special on Fox 24 at 9 a.m. And he'll give you weather updates, maybe update you on social media tomorrow. And beyond that, I'll do a live tomorrow night again. Maybe tomorrow evening. Probably wait till after the Super Bowl. That's probably the best idea. And then yeah, after that we'll be ready for next week. But until then, have a great night, and we'll be back on.